Hey everyone, welcome to today's Program Yourself Thin podcast. Today we're talking about the 4 types of food that I track to lose weight. I'm just going to lay it right out for you. These are the main 4 categories of foods that I really focus on, and I have focused on really for 30 years. And I think if you start focusing on these systematically, you'll get a lot better results. So, the first one, we're going to focus on the first 3 are things you want to avoid or limit. Okay. And the more you limit them, the better. So, number one is sugar, right? So, sugar is probably out of all of the things that we can put in our body food wise, really is at the top of the list of things you want to avoid because there's obviously the calories of it without the nutritional value of it. So it's kind of a lot of empty calories, but it affects your brain. It starts to impact your cravings. It affects your blood sugar. It affects your energy levels. It affects your cognitive functioning. It just really sets you up for a really difficult time. And so I have not seen cutting sugar out completely to be the best strategy because then we feel deprived. But what I have seen work really well is when you treat sugar as if you would alcohol or something like that, where you may do it, but you respect its power and you only do it, moderately. And that's a path I've seen pretty work well with sugar. But sugar really, the less sugar you have in your diet, the easier time you're going to have making healthier food choices typically. So sugar is number one. Number two is flour. Okay, so flour itself is a real problem because it's so powdered that it causes us to absorb it very, very quickly, causes our blood sugar to spike. And now all of a sudden we're getting, right in the ballpark of sugar, where we're getting these blood sugar spikes. It's affecting us physically, our energy levels, cognitive functioning, our cravings. We get addicted to having these blood sugar spikes. So to me, sugar and flour, I kind of put hand in hand, but I put sugar on top and then flour. But I really look to avoid flour during the week, me personally. And I found that works really well for me. So again, you keto people find this as refined carbs, but this is even a little more specific that the main thing I'm looking to cut out during the week for me is flour. I don't want to eat a lot of flour. So sugar and flour, those are the first 2. The third one's processed food. And I'll let you draw the line where you want to put this. I mean, we can go from processed food to ultra processed food to fast food. Again, the less of this you consume, the better. Because once again, when you're eating processed foods, you're eating unnatural substances putting in your body that you wouldn't normally eat. You're eating foods that are manipulated and engineered to get you to overeat them, to get your body addicted to them. You're consuming unnatural flavors, unnatural processed concoctions that they've created. And again, it just creates a much more difficult path for you because now if you're eating regularly processed foods, you're going to find that it's really easy to overeat them. You get addicted to them. You're thinking about them all the time. You have a limited ability to stop yourself from overeating them. And it just makes everything harder. Okay. So sugar, flour, processed foods would be the first 3 that I'm looking to avoid. The last one's one I'm looking to put more into my diet. And that's whole natural foods. Real simple. And so it's an eye towards as much as I can. I want to start putting healthier, more natural whole foods into my body. And it's real simple, and that's a vague ass, category, but I like to balance them out that way. So I silo them too. So even if I eat a bunch of sugar, flour, and processed food, I still want to put healthy stuff into my body. Right? I think that's a very important distinction. But again, this is the counter side of what I was just talking about with the first 3, is that the more healthy, whole, natural food you put into your body, the more you support your body, your mind, your brain, everything that you are starts to operate at a higher level. You can think more clearly, your cravings start to clear up, your emotions start to balance out, your energy levels start to increase. Everything kind of subtly starts moving in the direction to support you now, as opposed to everything working against you. So the more healthy, natural food you can put into your body, typically you're going to find it just gets easier. Your cravings start to, minimize for unhealthy foods. Your ability to kind of think more clearly, feel more balanced, make better decisions, they just all go up. And then if you combine that with limiting the other things, it puts you on a much easier path. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you can start to look at it this way, we look at it more than just a calorie. We don't want to look at just as the calorie lens because yes, calories matter, but we need to take into context the whole, scenario here that if you're eating really processed foods with a lot of sugar, a lot of flour in it, it triggers a lot of your cravings. It triggers a lot of your addictive nature. And when you eat more whole natural foods, it really supports and encourages you to be more calm, relaxed, and able to make just more grounded decisions. So again, it's not just the calories on that level, it's the whole experience of managing your calories. And when you have a more whole food diet based on that, with less and less and less sugar, flour, and processed foods, again, it just supports you and it makes the whole process easier. And that's what you really want. Because again, it's not just about losing weight, it's about keeping it off. And so with this approach here, I think you set yourself up foundationally to be much more successful in the short term and certainly the long term. So I hope this helps you out. If you want support with this process, kind of mindset wise, click the link in my bio. Go get the free hypnosis session I give you. Watch the video I made for you. Read the emails I send you. They're all going to support you and help you during this process of not just losing weight, but really mastering your weight. So I hope that helps you out. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them. If everyone's having a nice day on a Monday here. Sorry, I'm a little late. I had to restart my old computer. The whole thing just literally 1 second before I'm about to go on, the whole computer just freezes up. But here we are. We made it. So I hope everyone had a nice weekend and is getting ready for Thanksgiving now. Whoops. Let me see here. I don't miss anyone. All right, here it is. What's up, Karen? How's it going? Miss Independent. How am I doing? I'm doing great. I am doing great. Yeah, happy Monday, Carrie. It's a nice Monday here. A busy week coming up for myself. Then next week, I'm pretty excited. Got the daughter coming home for a couple of days. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Let's see. What's Catch and Wave says? Very good. Very good. Yeah. It's good to hear that stuff sometimes, is it not? Hello, Julie. Hey, Jen, how's it going? Happy Monday. Are milk products considered processed? I mean, I guess it kind of just gets in, you can consider anything processed pretty much. I mean, if you cut stuff up with a knife, some people consider that processed. So again, there's always that level of things, but milk itself, is milk processed? I tend to think of milk in general as processed in the sense that I look at the full, I don't really drink milk, but if I was going to drink milk, I would look at the full. So when I say is it processed, I'm looking at how the cow's raised. So if these are cows that are treated well in a normal environment, eating normal food, milked in normal ways, then I guess I'm saying that's less processed than cows that are industrially, taken care of and then milked and that whole thing. So that's part of it. In terms of homogenization and, what they're doing to treat the milk ahead of time. Again, that's another level of processing. So some people want to drink raw milk. I'm not one of those people, although I do eat raw milk cheeses, I suppose. I shouldn't make a face, but I don't drink milk either way. I find it to be kind of gross. But that's me. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like, who cares? So I don't drink a lot of milk. But so, yeah, how processed it is really, it kind of depends on how deep you want to go into that. So, but just milking a cow and then drinking it, I suppose that would not be considered processed in a sense. It might be considered a little unnatural because you're not a calf. But other than that, I don't think, I guess just raw milk from the source and then drink it. I guess we would have to say, I'd say that's not processed, but I still wouldn't drink it. So, anyways, like cottage cheese and yogurt. Yeah, I mean, they're processed for sure. But again, I mean, you have to think of processing as a spectrum, and so even the distinction between processed and ultra processed, that there's like mildly processed things that are like, I think like cutting stuff up, yogurts, cottage cheeses. I think of those as mildly processed myself. Then there's really processed things. And then there is ultra processed foods. So I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I don't have a real clear answer. I just have my own ideas. What's up, Connie? How's it going? Thank you, Kim, for the likes. Tabitha, hi, Jim. You haven't answered my email. Yes, no, I know. I will get to that today. I promise. I will get that, Tabitha. Yeah, this weekend got a little caught up. Yeah. So I know I have some people I got emails I'm going to answer to. So I will answer those. But I got a lot done. Got the Thrive trial out. Huh? So any of you people that were in the Program Yourself Thin Mastery program got a whole free week of the Program Yourself Thin Thrive. Full access to Gym AI, the whole thing. So I hope you enjoy that. And even the lessons new. I don't know, a lot of cool stuff happening. So again, it's not because I'm being lazy. I actually have been doing a lot of stuff, but I have been lazy with the emails. Kim said I needed this. Very good. So yes, I will get that email though. Give me to the end of the day. Rich Baby says, thank you. Your advice and knowledge truly helped me. Well, thank you. I'm super glad that did. Miss Independence, thank you for all you do for us, Jim. You're a shining star. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. User 569 says, should we gain weight during Thanksgiving week, eating out meals with family, or is that an excuse? No, I don't think it's an excuse. I think, I'm not saying, I never like to say what anyone should do, but I think like I'll eat more next week. I'll eat candies and bullshit, throughout the week. I might put a pound or two on. I don't care because I see Thanksgiving within the context of the year. And so I won't go crazy. I mean, I won't use Thanksgiving as an excuse to just go bonkers with food and alcohol and craziness, but I will also not try and be, perfect, Pete during it either, So again, we have to stop thinking all or nothing and start thinking all or something. And I think somewhere in the middle is where you want to be for holidays, holiday mode, minimize the damage mode. We're not going to go crazy, but you're also not going to try and be perfect. Somewhere in the middle there. And I think that's a sweet spot to be. And I think that's a real way to be, because I think who wants to like go through life? You never get to have some extra food during Thanksgiving. It's just a weird way to live, in my opinion. So I find for most people, the best strategy is to enjoy yourself at Thanksgiving. And if you got some fun things going on, family's going to be around or whatever, enjoy yourself, but practice moderation, practice not going, have 2 plates, but don't have 3 plates, and that type of thinking. Have 2 glasses of wine, don't have 3, that sort of type of thing, where it's not like you're trying to be perfect, but you're not going to just be off the rails either. And that's what the big problem for most dieters is that you have this all or nothing thought process. I could either be perfect and lose weight, or I could go off the rails and gain 10 pounds in a week. And there's a middle ground. And I think the middle ground is really, 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 really important when it comes to holidays and vacations. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. Rich Baby says I should redo the hypnosis. It's been a while and I had 3 pieces of cake last night, but I'm at the gym. Yeah, you should definitely redo the hypnosis. You can't do the hypnosis really enough, because it always helps you relax, get centered, and then obviously puts a bunch of good stuff in your head. Yeah. Yeah, and though some of it's water weight. Yeah, I mean, some of it's water weight and some of it's just temporary food weight. I will say that, like in terms of, again, we experience the downsides more viscerally than we do the upsides. But the idea that you're going to overeat for a week even, and that overeating is going to make you be 5 pounds heavier. It's funny how your brain thinks of that as opposed to like, what if you dieted for a week, right? You don't expect anything to happen from that. And even if it did happen, you don't expect it to last if you only dieted for a week, right? But when you imagine eating more for a week and then going back to what you normally eat, your mind thinks you're going to put 5 pounds on for the rest of your life. That's not how it works. So, yeah, Rich Baby's today's using that stored energy. There you go. Don says, what is the new class schedule? The new class schedule is exactly the same. So we have a Thrive class on Mondays at 3. The PYT Mastery class is Tuesdays at 3. And then the coaching calls are all the same too. So that's actually, there's some more big news. Yeah, I got a lot of cool things happening. And this one's really cool. For those of you that are in the Mastery program, whenever you've been in it, if you're in it currently, cool. And if you've been in it in the past, one of the things I'm going to add for lifetime access to is you'll get lifetime access to the Tuesday calls. So I'm just going to give that to you forever. So you can hop on any Tuesday call you want. Basically what we do is we kind of keep cycling through the program, and all told, maybe it's because I really enjoy doing that. It's nice to kind of go a bit more in depth with each thing. And so you'll get access to that forever. Anyways, but the Thrive call is the Thrive program. We deep dive into stuff. And this week's here is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. And I know, listen, most people don't give a shit about this. You know what I mean? But so the Thrive people are people that just want to go deeper and deeper and really, really master this stuff. So even today, we're going to go through the book, Why We Do What We Do. This book is so good. It's a literal science of motivation. And so you're going to learn that. And we've been talking about motivation anyways. So the Thrive program is really coming into focus, and it's really exciting for me because I think it's the most realistic way that you're truly going to master this information, because it's really set up to be a year-long program. And what it does is we're going to keep on cycling through the information on a deeper level. And each day you get these hypnosis sessions. So it's a longer-term commitment and a longer-term support system for you, for people that want that. All right. So yeah, so the class is the same though. Do you eat Greek yogurt? I don't really eat much yogurt, to be honest. But I would if I liked yogurt. I eat it occasionally. I use it instead of sour cream. So Greek yogurt does have a place in my life, but it's a very, very limited place. I'm just not a big yogurt fan. I tend to think I might be a little bit lactose intolerant, perhaps. I don't know. I don't feel like I thrive off of it, although I do like yogurt. So I just don't eat a lot of it. What's up, Rachel? Rachel says, my partner made a homemade blackberry crumble this weekend with sugar, flour, and butter, and it kept calling my name, even though I don't usually even like sweets. We gave the leftovers away. Yeah. But again, Rachel, you know how that is. It's fine when that happens. You just recognize, you say, okay, I can't have this in the house. I do that. I'm about to do it next week. But again, I will do it more in a more sophisticated way now because I've learned from last year. And what I'm referring to is when I make cookies. So I'm kind of the Toll House cookie guy now. And so last year I kind of made a lot of cookies and I ate a lot of cookies. And so I learned from that. And so what I will do is I will kind of strategically make the right amount of cookies. I'll bring the right amount with me and I won't eat as many as I did last year. And I'll keep refining that process. So no big deal, Rachel, right? It's just realizing that sometimes we bring foods into the house or we prepare foods and have them in the house in the wrong way that we just feel out of control with it. Okay. No big deal. We learn from it, move forward. So nice job giving the leftovers away and learning something. So nice job. Professional Killjoy says Jim AI is a game changer. Love that you can call him at 2 a.m. hard spot and he's there. Yes, thank you. I know. I know this. And I'm so excited. Jim AI, I told you, and I told you, right? It is it's something else. And I told you, Jim AI is going to be a central piece of the whole program yourself, then approach moving forward. Well, at least at Mastery Thrive program. It's going to be an integral part of it. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm really glad that you like it. I think it's amazing. I think Jim AI is nuts. So this is my AI clone and it's based on over almost 13 million words at this point. So it says what I say. It's crazy. It sounds like me. It's really neat. So anyways, yes, if you're in the Thrive program, you're trying that out, use it. Okay. So if you're in the Thrive program, make sure you, at the very least, test out Jim AI. Right? Throw some stuff at it. And as we move forward, Jim AI is going to, like I said, it's going to be an integral part. Even with the mastery program, Jim AI is going to be right there with it. And that's going to be amazing. It's going to help you fill out your blueprints much more effectively. It'll help you understand how to use the redo rehearsal technique even more effectively as well. So super excited about that. Julie says, got over the Halloween candy real quick this year with the program, lost interest after a few handfuls of mini Reese's. That's awesome. Yeah. I know I'm finally, geez, last week I got my clear away from the candy. It went an extra week than I thought. This week I definitely got caught up in the candy, no doubt. But here I am back again. So great job, Julie. Great job. Jen, did you get my email? I did, Jen. I did get your email. So yes, I will respond to that too. And I saw that. So I'll just let you know right now too, though, that like the Thrive program will be $47 if you just want the Thrive program. If you want to add Jim AI to it, it's $97, and you get, 24/7 full access to that. But that's really cool too. I was excited about that because I can break it down. If you don't want the AI, you don't have to pay for it. And so that's really cool. And so I think $47 that feels like a real great value. And that's what I aim to do. I really do seek to deliver 10 times the value anyone ever gives me in money wise. And so I truly believe the PYT Thrive is easily 10 times the value. I truly believe that. It's awesome now and it's just going to get better. I think this week's lesson's awesome, the 5 whys. So super excited. I hope you all test the program and test the Thrive program because if you do like it, you can get going, at a good deal and use it through the holidays, especially, and then use it into the new year. So anyways, excited about the Thrive program. And I forget what other question you asked, but I'll respond to it anyways. But I just want to give you that. Connie says I can't access the Success Planner. Very interesting. Let me look into that because that's no good. Because the Success Planner is another one. I know it's it's Christmas in November for the Program Yourself Thin people. Oh shit. Hope y'all can hear me still. Yeah, very exciting. Success Planner. Let me make sure you can get that because the Success Planner is awesome. And I found a cool way to give it to you all without having to mail it out. So I'm excited for that to be part of the program. But I will look into that, Connie. When I get done here. I'm just glad that's about it. Because every time I do that, every time I'm like give a trial to something or set up a program membership, there's always like stuff that goes wrong, but I will check that out. What's up, Sophia? Sophia got the program. Nice job. Nice job, Sophia. Sophia said, I thought I'll be getting a hypnosis that I have to listen to in the morning as soon as I wake up. You should. You haven't gotten any at all. I will check into that too, Sophia. Yeah, you should be getting an email. You should be getting an email in the morning. And then if you're using the app, you would get a thing there. That is going to go away, though. So you will, what will happen within another week or so is you will get emails and you will get a text if you choose to with the hypnosis sessions. So you don't have to think about it. It'll go right to your phone. But it'll go to it should be at your email anyways. So if you're not getting that email, Sophia, that's strange. Because even, unless if you've ordered within 24 hours, then there can be a little bit of there's a mini lag sometimes. But if it's been a couple days, that's something's up. So I will check that out. But you should be getting emails with the link. So check your spam folder too. So, because you should have those. And you can access in the membership area anyways, but I want you to be able to get the reminders so you don't have to think about that. Oh, what? Don says, I don't have a link for today. Do I just go in through the site? The shit's going on. Don, I don't know why you wouldn't have had a link. Yeah, you can go in through the site. Well, okay. Well, anyways, yeah, there is something else coming. This is really exciting for especially the people in the Thrive program already. Got a community app coming out. So that's gonna be cool too, because everything's just gonna be in there. So give me another day or two. I wanted to kind of get it set up a little bit before y'all get in there, but I'm going to let you all get in there before it's really set up too, because it's pretty cool. Because even right now, it's just got everything there. You can just go there. It's got the links to the coaching calls, links to the classes. It's links to this week's lesson. Everything's just right there. It's so nice. And we have discussions in there. It's really cool. So super excited about that. Like I said, I'm just getting started with it. But yeah, I don't know, Don. I don't know why you wouldn't have gotten that email. I gotta look up yours. I don't know what's going on, but I will tell you, the company I use to send out emails, they changed their entire interface, and it's making that's been more stress for me than I need in my life. And it sucks. It takes me twice as long to do my stupid emails now as it did. So nice update, Kartra. Yeah, Sophia says, I see some hypnosis this week 1, week 2, week 3. Yeah, Sophia. So Sophia, the main core of the program is the weekly sessions, right? It's an 8-week program. So each week you listen to that week's session. So week 1, you listen to week 1 session, and it's a 10-minute session. Now you listen to it at least once, but I hope you listen to it multiple times during the week, right? And ideally, I'd say listen to that at night. And then each morning, you get a 5-minute hypnosis session. So those are the daily sessions, right? And you can go right in the members area to say week 1, and it'll have all the daily sessions there. Okay. But each day you're going to get in the morning, you get a listen to the morning session. It's a 5-minute session. You listen to that in the morning. Great. Now in the afternoon or at night, you listen to the 10-minute weekly session. And there's 2 types you can choose from. One has a count out, so you can listen to it, then come out. Or the other one's a sleep hypnosis one if you listen right before you go to bed. You got 2 options you can choose from. But that weekly session you want to listen to, ideally 4, 5, 6, 7 times during the week. You ideally want to bookend your days. Listen to the morning session in the morning, the weekly session in the afternoon or night. And as I said, the weekly session, you're going to listen to that one each day. It's the same session. You're reinforcing these core weight loss mantras. Each morning, it's a different 5-minute session. Does that make sense? Okay. KT said, I'm already figuring out how to budget so I can afford to graduate into Thrive once done with 8 weeks. Awesome job, Katie. Yeah, I would love if, and again, the exciting part is that this makes my heart sing. I will tell you, because this is something, hey, listen, folks, in life, you just got to do what you can do. You want to fix everything all at once, but sometimes you just got to do a little bit at a time. And so that's been, it's been annoying. But one of the things that's really bothered me for a year or so is I really wanted to have, for people that go through the mastery program that wanted to keep continuing, but couldn't, necessarily do the coaching piece of it, as I get it's a higher investment. But Thrive now. So no matter what, I know most people, and certainly people in my program that I'm working with, $47 a month, they can do that. Okay. And so it makes me feel really good to know that you're going to have at least some support system behind you. Now, of course, obviously, if you can get into the coaching program, if you can coach me for a year, I mean, that is, A, it's the deal of the century, but B, it's that's one of my favorite things. But again, now there's levels. Again, I want to meet you where you're all at. You know what I mean? And I understand people are in different spaces, but yeah, I love working with Katie. So as long as Katie can keep going, I'm loving it, because Katie is, again, I don't know, I'm very fortunate. Even my coaching thing, the people that end up doing the coaching, without exception, and this is crazy because I've been doing this for a long time, and I can't say without exception very often, but without exception in my group coaching program for the last 2 years that I've been doing it, there has not been one dipshit that has joined this program. It's a miracle. It's amazing. And it's just a testament to the fact that whatever, the way it's laid out, it's just getting the right people in there. But you would be one of them, Katie. So anyways, if you could do it, it would be a pleasure, because it is a great group of people. Sophia said, I sent you a message on here, but no response from you. Should I email you instead? Email is usually better, Sophia, but I did just see, I haven't been on TikTok all weekend. So if any ever in the program, email me is always better. Okay. TikTok, I'm definitely, it's hit or miss with me with that. But email, I'm always checking out. But again, understand weekends, you may not get a response back right away, but during the week I'll get you. Connie said, I can see the video. Whoops. Hold on a second. There it is. I can see the video for Success Planner, but can't find the document anywhere. When I click the link, it says, oops, something went wrong. That's very weird. Are you clicking from the email, or are you clicking from the actual page? Because if you're clicking from the email, one thing you can do, and I thought I tested this, but you can go into the Thrive membership area, go over to bonus, and it'll be right there. Click on it, and it should bring you to a page where you can access the Google document version of it, or you can access the PDF. That Success Planner is awesome too, right? I think it's really good. I forgot how good that was. I used to send it out. Do I have one here? Here it is. So I just want to show you this. This is the Success Planner. I used to mail this out like an actual physical planner, but now it's digital. But it's pretty cool because it would show you like each day is its own thing. And so a little quote kind of get you all fired up, and then you can kind of measure your habits, and you can measure, track your eating in a light way, not counting calories, but just a general way to increase awareness, and then ask you a couple questions. So, and there's other cool stuff here. Each week it's cool. So yeah, that's just part of the Thrive program. So yeah, but I want to make sure you can access it. Don said, if I bought just Hypnosis, should I have access to Nudge? It says I don't when I try to log in. No, you should absolutely have access to it. But it doesn't really matter. I would just use the emails for right now, because I'm getting rid of Nudge anyways. So anyways, yeah, Sophia, I'll do that for you since you're on here all the time. Case I don't have access to the monthly planner thing either. For those of us in the 8 weeks, I think okay. May have reset our logins or something. I already had access to members there. Okay. Yeah. Let me check that out then. Sophia said, all the hypnosis you're talking about, do I listen to them on the app called Nudge? The Nudge is just a messenger. Okay. So the Nudge has a link, and then it brings you over to the membership area. So if you get an email with a link in it, you can click that. That brings you to the membership area. Use Nudge. That has a link in it, brings you to the membership area. So it's the same thing. Okay. Start using your emails though, Sophia. Just use your emails. Let's just keep it real simple. The email you get in the morning, click the link on that and follow that. That'll be the simplest way. Tabitha says, whoa, Jim, congrats on all your achievements in your business. Thank you. You didn't get your morning one today either. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. That makes sense. But enough of that. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna sounds like Jim AI is taking over the site. Jim AI is nasty. It's so amazing. It's crazy. It's crazy. It really is. So, yeah, it's exciting stuff. So Ken, you got access to it. right? Because you're in the mastery program, so you should get that for a week. So make sure you check it out. What do you eat for breakfast? What I typically eat for breakfast is Ezekiel bread and natural peanut butter, apple, natural peanut butter, water. That's typically my breakfast, Monday through Friday. And the weekend it's different though, but that's my typical breakfast. Manish says, how to avoid indulging when we are stressed and looking for easy, fast food? Well, that's a great question. And I would suggest that, how do you avoid indulging when we are stressed? See, I will say I think that's the wrong focus, because I know what you're saying, right? We're talking about stress eating, we're talking about emotional eating. But if you really think about it, like the emotional eating is a symptom of a deeper problem, right? So if you're stressed out and all of a sudden you want to start eating, I know like a lot of dieters say, well, I got to just stop eating. But I look at it and say, well, you're really stressed. We got to deal with the stress. So I don't want you to like not eat and be a stressed out thin person. I want you to be a relaxed, calm thin person. So when we get, stress eating or boredom eating or whatever emotional eating trigger there is, instead of just trying to stop ourselves from eating, we want to deal with the core emotion. And so if I was a stress eater, I'm not so worried about how to stop myself from eating when I get stressed. I'm more focused on how can I relax and calm myself down? How can I work on stress management? How can I get some stress relief into my life? I want to lower my stress level down. And if I can do that, then I simultaneously have kind of helped with the stress eating, right? That makes sense. But I also feel a lot better now. So I don't think the answer is to like magically be able to stop yourself, when you're really stressed out. I think it's about having better strategies to calm down and relax when you're stressed. So, hope that makes sense. Just signed on. What's the name of the book? The book I was talking about is Why We Do What We Do. Yes. And I know, Vicky, I know you emailed me too. I got, I guess I just started to do a tech support chat. But that's a good sign. And actually, maybe I just gotta get out of here and do some tech support. Make sure everything's running. I got a lot of stuff going. There are people in there, there's just a lot of moving parts in that whole membership area. So it's I apologize for any screw ups with that. But all right. So yeah, if you're not in my world, go click on the link in the bio, get the free hypnosis session I give you, watch the emails I send you, read them. Right? It's all free. Watch the video I made for you. That's helpful for you. So yeah. And what else? Yeah, this is a podcast, right? So if you ever want to listen to this, it's a podcast with Program Yourself. Then you can go listen to it anytime you choose to. And I'm here every day, usually Monday through Friday, usually around noon. So go check that out. And then if you are in the program, I'm going to, keep an eye on your inbox. I'm going to get that all fixed up as soon as I get off of here. So, all right, everyone, have a super day. We'll talk soon.